Yeah, I mean, look, I feel like it was a fair scoreline for the game. I think we were both very evenly matched teams. I think it was quite scrappy in the end, I think, which is a lot of people have commented on. I think potentially the way that we're playing, obviously being such a change. I remember when Moyes changed his way of playing, and obviously, we didn't do so hot that season. And then suddenly, about halfway through the season, he switched it around and we started, back to the kind of counter-attacking football, and we started getting results again. That's kind of something that concerns me a little bit, I guess, on this side of things, is that we're trying to implement a new style. It takes a minute to get something like that going. So it's worrying at the moment that everybody is on Lopeteui's back. I see why. I guess I am a little bit. I'm impatient. I guess we all are. But I just don't think it's going to be a quick fix at all. It's no secret that it wasn't a lot of our first choice. He wasn't mine. I didn't know a lot about him. But I think everyone's concern of him essentially being David Moyes, just a little bit further up the pitch, is kind of with a bit more possession. It's kind of coming true. But I hope that, we get some time to implement this new system a little better as we go forward. I think one of my main concerns is probably Kudus, Bowen and Paqueta, just not firing at the moment. I have every belief that Bowen will come good. He'll probably hit his stride in the next sort of 2-3 games, I think. But I think Kudus, that's a tough one. I think, we're all right. I think that it's that left-hand side is doing nothing for him. I think we need Summerville out there. He's looked really good when he's come on. He's still not showing what I thought he would do, though. But, that'll just come with a bit of familiarity, I think. Kudus, I'd like to see him down the middle at the moment. I just don't think you can put him out on the right because of Bowen. I think Bowen is the right guy for the right wing. He's proved it time and time again. I think you're putting him up front. I think it's comparable statistically, maybe slightly less output than what got him on the wing. But I think it's really clear that creatively he's better on the wing than he is up front as a target man. I really want to see Füllkrug finally doing the business for us up front. I don't know a lot about him though with Füllkrug, to be fair. But even if he's just if he can play it off to others up there, just be a target man, then that's better than what we don't have at the moment, right? I think we have a few creative players up the top, but there's no one really to do the business at the moment. So my concern is that, especially with Paqueta, I think the lawsuit is hanging on him right now. I think it's starting to become more of a reality for him, and he didn't get the move he wanted. And I think that we wouldn't have all been so disappointed if he left. We knew he was a good player, but the money could have been reinvested. So it's a shame that we're seeing the shadow of Paqueta at the moment, but hopefully we can get some of this weight off his shoulders and hopefully get him back playing a bit more free again. But again, I just really don't know what to do with him at the moment. I don't have any ideas with him at the second. Perhaps dropping him a bit deeper. I'm not sure. But look, I felt that there was some positives. It was starting to get the defence lined up now. I think Todibo has looked really good. I was a bit concerned against Bournemouth. I think a lot of people were, but I think if that's match fitness, then willing to sort of take our time on that. But I think with some of the stupid errors that we were making in that space, we needed to make a change. And I think putting Todibo in there at the moment is as good as anything at the moment. Let's see him grow into the game. yeah, as I mentioned before, like Summerville making some appearances is positive. I'm just hoping to see a bit more of a goal threat from him. I haven't seen anything at the moment. Fulkrug, again, gutted about Duran, but I mean, I'm not even so sure if we got Duran that he would be scoring. Something about putting the West Ham shirt on, right? I don't know what it is. But yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe that's just the cynic in me, right? But look, I think for me, the positives are, look, it's early days yet. People have mentioned about Chelsea to me as well, and I think that's right. You know, like Chelsea last year, they still weren't looking too hot, right? And then they had a really good run at the end of the season, get themselves up that table a bit. We're just relying on other teams to, you know, have a bit more of a mediocre season. Newcastle, haven't been doing too hot. So, hopefully Newcastle can take sort of Chelsea's place and, we can make a late run for it. But I still look, I think we've got some positives there to build on. And I think we've got like 10th, 11th at the end of the season. And that's what I thought at the beginning of the season. So, at the moment, we're kind of on track for that, so I'm not really that concerned. Not such a great game, but I mean, look, Ipswich is an absolute must-win. Otherwise, the press are really going to start to put the pressure on Lopeteui.